was a little bit of everything. It was Corey Taylor punting the ball. It was, LaShawn getting first downs. It was the defense getting a safety and creating turnovers late in the game, where I thought they kind of broke Wisconsin out at one point in the fourth when they started creating more turnovers. So it was just a lot of things. And it's the resiliency of this team. It's not pretty. I mean, 15-6 is just, it's not. It's, and I get that fans get upset because people nationally are going to poke fun at Iowa, but boy, it beats, winning solves everything. And Iowa threw for 37 yards today. Deacon Hill completed 6 of 14 for 37 yards.
Incredible.
And Iowa went into one of the toughest places in the Big Ten and won 15-6. That's all you say. I had made some jokes earlier in the week. I'd said that if Iowa was going to win this game, it had to look something like the 2015 win, which was 10-6 up here. And I'll be gosh if it almost didn't end up being 10-6 until the safety and the field goal, because it just felt like that was where this was headed. And you got the turnovers late, just like you did in that the 2015 game where Iowa got the goal line stand late in the game against Joel Stave. So they just find ways to win, and
they absolutely do.
It's just and you just wonder what's the breaking point, because the injuries are piling up. I mean, Kirk did not seem very optimistic about Eric All at all. No pun intended. He just felt like it was, I think his term was, it doesn't look good, but they're going to wait to confirm things on Monday or Tuesday. But when you see them doing the ACL test on the field, that's never a good look. And, it's just they're piling up. Apparently, I didn't see it because I was headed down towards the field area, but apparently Y.A. Black left the game late with some sort of shoulder thing, but I didn't really see it, and nobody asked about it post game, so I don't know that anybody else, the media saw it, but hopefully he's okay, because boy, that thump he put on the quarterback in the safety was something. So, and they're until they get Noah Shannon back, boy, they've got to have Logan Lee and YA out there, because their ability to stop the run decreases pretty significantly when it's Graves and Pittman out there.
Was there any update given on Addison Estringa?
No, nothing. I thought he was going to be back, because Kirk kind of hinted that way on Tuesday, that thought maybe he was going to be back, because he mentioned like Nick DeYoung and he mentioned that Jazz Patterson, it might be another week, and we get to see Jazz out there today. So right. I think that maybe the two other kind of under the radar things that are going on now is Deshaun Lee and TJ Hall are both out. The only hint Kirk has given on Deshaun is that it's going to be a while before he's back.
Yeah.
So, but they're thin it right now. I mean, they're going to have to go to Devin Hilson or Brendan Dace Fernandez.
Yeah. And I will openly admit I've been an advocate for exploring running Cooper on a few plays on offense here or there. Yeah, you want to call them gadget plays. I'm not going to do it if Deshaun Lee and
TJ Hall are out.
Yeah, they're not going to do it if those two guys are out. And they probably wouldn't do it anyways, but I'm not going to push that as long as those guys are out. And Devin Hilson didn't have what you'd say a Kodak moment on the fair catch interference tonight.
It was not a good moment for him.
No, it was.
He knew it, but I've never seen so many flags thrown on punts than today for both teams. It was like 4, 5, 6 penalties on punts, blocks in the back and holding, and just it was wild. Never seen it. Wait, who would have thought that the big run was kind of sprung in some ways? There were a lot of guys involved in springing that LaShawn, including LaShawn, who kind of just stiff armed a guy into the ground. But Johnny Pascuzzi and Hayden Large were two of the guys that, and if you had those guys on the bingo card for springing touchdowns against Wisconsin, good luck. That was
and Hayden Large has not been. I mean, fullback has been used less this year than ever.
A lot less. Yeah, a lot less. And now it's going to be. Boy, I hope they can get Ostrenga back here next week because they need him. They're running short. I mean,
where does this? I mean, I don't know if Kirk was asked specifically about the passing game, but I think the average fan looks at this and the offense was never good. The last 3 years, it hasn't been good. It was not good with K. It wasn't good with Lachey and all fully healthy. Both those guys are gone. Ostrenga's gone. Cade's gone. They have been dinged up at running back. Now they seem to be rounding out to health there, knock on wood. Is the passing game broken, Tom? And does Kirk, how does he approach that right now?
I don't know. It's just they've lost so much, too. That's the other thing. They lost so much there. And you lost your starting quarterback, your 2 best tight ends, who were your 2 best receivers this year, and you've lost all those things. So to a passing game that wasn't great to begin with.
Right.
So it's Kirk likes to always use the term, it's like you're playing left-handed. You're just playing with your hand that you don't use. So it's a challenge. But I think Deacon got better marginally. I thought he was better today than he was last week.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was. At least early he was. Early I thought he was.
He didn't have as many air-mailed passes.
Yeah, there wasn't the anxiousness. His feet were better. I thought in the second half he was playing not to lose instead of to win.
Yeah.
And he was playing not to make a mistake and holding the ball too long.
And this coaching staff, was playing not to lose. I mean, we were running on 3rd and 6 from midfield, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's an indication that, hey, we trust our defense. We want field position, and we'll do anything not to give up field position.